coming through here this hot, man. You drift any more of these corners, we're gonna have to ask you to go.
Why do you think I came here?
Well,
what did I come here
time
for?
and a place, brother, time and a place. All right?
In today's video, we're going to tag along with Ben and his C6 Z06 as he participates in his first ever road course track day, also known as a high performance driving event, located at Brainerd International Raceway, featuring their 2.5 mile competition course. This event is extremely well run, and it's put on by the incredible folks at the Suburban Corvettes of Minnesota, several of which you will meet in this video. The drivers are broken up into 3 groups: beginners, intermediate, and expert, and when you first go out, each group goes out at separate times, so you'll only be out there with your peers. If you are new to road course racing like Ben and myself, that is absolutely okay. You will be a beginner and start out your day by attending a 1-hour block of classroom instruction with a seasoned instructor. So be ready with an open mind and ready to absorb information like a sponge. Once the classroom portion is done, you'll jump in your car and move out to a mini road course where you'll go through it multiple times while receiving instruction after every lap. Once that's done, it's off for a short braking technique exercise with each station being manned by qualified driving instructors. After you've completed the mini road course and the braking technique training, it's time for you and your Corvette to take a short break and cool off, but after that, it's time to head out onto the 2.5 mile track with the other beginners in your group, and more importantly, with a seasoned, trained, and experienced instructor in your passenger seat. You'll start out very slow and receive instruction on proper braking, downshifting, track lines, and several other techniques you're going to want to learn in order to be able to safely and correctly handle your Corvette on a high-speed road course. You progress at your own pace, and there is no pressure to go any faster than what you're ready for. This was absolutely an incredible day with a fantastic group of instructors, and that is an understatement. If you have ever thought about getting your Corvette out onto the track and giving road course racing a try, all right, Ben, so tell me, where are you taking this beautiful machine?
I have the dreams of bringing it up to a road course up in Brainerd International Raceway.
You're not going to want to miss this one. Coming up next.
Toys for Life.
So here we are at Brainerd International Raceway here in Minnesota. It is a massive, over 500-acre automotive racing facility. We're going to join Ben in progress. He has already completed the classroom session, and he is out at the mini track where Aaron is giving instruction as drivers make several passes through the course. All about what's your main purpose with the drivers when they come through here?
All we're doing here is we're just teaching thresholds, breaking points, how that pedal feels when the tires are cold versus warm, when the brakes are cold versus warm. You know, if you're going to hit a bump or a crack here coming into a corner and your ABS likes to kick on, you want to feel that now at 40 versus coming out of turn 2 into turn 3 at 140. You want to kind of learn what your car's doing.
Do you tell the beginners to turn that stuff off if it's coming out a lot, or do you encourage them to leave it on?
You know, anybody's on their first time, leave that stuff on until you're comfortable. There's no timing equipment out here. There's no first, second, or third. Everybody's evenly spaced. Everybody wants to go home with what they brought here. Nobody wants to wreck. There's no door-to-door racing out here on these school days. There's no reason to have it off. Now, if you're driving by the end of the day, or at some point in the day, or at some point in this, your driving exceeds the ability of that computer, or that ABS is slowing you down and it's getting in your way, now you know you're ready to advance. But until then, if you shut it off before then, you're just feeding your ego. You can't afford to build it.
My car is toasty.
Like it's really hot?
Oh yeah.
What's your
She's
coolant temp or oil or both?
Say my coolant is what, 210-ish. My oil is 216.
So you're gonna have to lift the hood.
And he has a, oh, he's getting better, getting better. Woo! Much better.
Jan, what exactly is going on at this course here?
Well, this is a cornering and braking school, part of the school, and the cars start back on the circle track, and they do cornering, and then they have 3 braking spots, and they're supposed to brake right at the cones that we set up, pretending that they're a wall, so that they don't go past them, but they also don't brake too far back, and you don't want to stop too hard and go past your stopping point. Nicely done. You perfect. You're getting so good. Are your brakes warmed up now?
Yeah, you are. I think the tires are too.
Shit on camera.
That depends on what the question
I was
is.
talking to Aaron.
Oh yeah.
He told me that you seriously are a hell of a road course racer, like super good. Is he telling me the truth?
Well, I used to be. Let me put it that way.
Oh, so like how many
I have-
track hours do you have roughly? Ballpark?
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow.
I actually have a national and triple C title.
That is awesome. Yeah, he spilled the beans. He said you're better than he is, that's for sure.
Well, that's awfully nice of him. I know, do you know John Bose? Well, the first time that John came up here to the track, I was his instructor, and I took him out
Wow.
around and around, and we came back in, and he was kind of panting and white, and I said, John, you okay? He said, I've never driven that fast with a woman before.
That is insane.
It was funny. Yeah, he's very fast, John is.
Yeah, but you were his instructor when he started.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Sure.
So we had a short break and I was admiring Aaron's Corvette Challenge replica. Then Aaron made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You got like slick, that means you're taking the corners pretty fast with those. I mean, I don't know much about road course racing, but that means this is pretty serious, right?
I mean, you know, we're out there to have a good time.
Dang.
You want to go for a ride?
Oh man, serious?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Just promise not to puke in my car.
How about I give you a warning? And with that, we were headed out to the track.
That's Sean.
Okay.
We don't have anything for him, but I'll try and keep him in sight.
You're going out. Are you getting a little nervous? Be honest.
Tad bit. I was more itching just to get out on the track.
And after all of Ben's years playing Grand Theft Auto, Daydreaming in high school and saving up a whole bunch of pennies to buy this sweet ride, it's finally time for him to head out to the road course. This first lap will be very slow, so joining me right now is Sean Hanna. He essentially runs the school up here and is the lead driving instructor. So what are the top 2 or 3 mistakes that you see new drivers make that you have to kind of retrain them to make sure they're driving correctly on the course?
Probably the biggest thing is learning to look ahead. 9 out of 10 people when they come out here, they're looking right in front of the vehicle, and I try to train them to look as far ahead as they can. And when you can do that, everything gets slows down for you, and it's smoother and easier for you. So that would be number 1. Number 2 is don't overdrive the car. When you come up here, you might want to go fast, and you can, but you're going to have some training. Some people learn faster than others, but don't try to do too much in one day.
Once you stay out here, turn in. Right now, turn in. Yep. Come right on this. Right on this. Short shift into 4 so you can stay in tight. Come in tight. Right? And now track out again. The apex is right there. Oh, yep. Let the ramp carry you out to the flat, way on the left. So now you're going down the left side, and let's just go slow because they don't want to be pushed. Tap the brake, turn, come all the way across to the cone, all the way across. Yep, yep. Straight, right, track out. You're over here still because you got to track out. Right now you're going to cross over. So Ron's pretty much got you on the line. We've got 3 Corvettes here. This is a pretty late break because you don't have that much speed. You probably have 100, maybe 105. This is turn 4. You give it up a little bit. You kind of drive what you just did, even though that's not fast. So you can be set to go right here.
Yeah.
Tap the brake again, come right across, and then let go and let the wheel track out. Because then you can get on it, right?
Do you find that most people check their ego in at the door and they've got just an open mind and open ears and willing to take in what you've got to tell them?
We try to do a lot of different types of training. Instructor in the passenger seat, instructor driving the car with the student in the passenger seat, instructor in the front with the separate car, follow the leader. So there's all kinds of different ways to learn. And when I find somebody who's too aggressive right at the beginning, I'll try to change up their process so that they use a different method to learn, and that can kind of get them to slow down and control themselves. I'm very proud of the instructors we have. We've taken a lot of care to pick vetted, seasoned instructors. We have, I think, the best instructors, especially for this track. Every single one of them has at least 20 years on this track.
You're in 3rd gear. Right here. Who's in there? Who wants to go around it?
Listen, I can't have you coming through here this hot, man. You drift any more of these corners, we're gonna have to ask you to go.
Why do you think I came here?
Well,
What did I come here
time
for?
and a place, brother. Time and a place. All right.
It's super slow. No, leave it in 3rd. Leave it in 3rd. Just it'll be high revs. Come in, dyno the brakes. Turn in. Try to stay in here. You don't have to be super tight, but then you come in here.
If you've got a stock car that's properly working, will it allow you to get your feet wet at this event and have a good time safely?
There's no doubt about that. A C5 in good condition, good brakes, good new brake fluid. You're going to have a blast. You're going to, at a school like this, you're going to find out what that car will really do, and you're going to find out how much more you need to work on your driving skills to catch up.
Okay, yeah. You feather the pedal through here. There's no braking. Because if you brake, you might spin out. Right here, cross it, track out. Right? Come in, brake hard. Now, downshift, get the clutch out, get it out. Before you do that, so you don't unsettle the car. You know what I mean? You're braking
So Ben just got back from his first visit to the track with his instructor. Beyond, how did he do, Coach?
He did really well. He did good, middle of the road, intermediate driver learning how to drive the line at Brainerd. And when you drive the track at Brainerd, the most important thing is driving the line. So you did well. Glad you had fun.
Appreciate it.
See you
Thank you
later.
much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You just got off the track.
It was a lot of fun. I have a lot to learn. Driving on the street and the track are two very different animals. I was tending to trail brake a little bit, and he said, no.
Meaning you brake too late?
So I would brake, but then I would continue to brake into the corner, whereas I wanted to just mash the brakes, let off the brakes, and then corner. Because when I did that, the car was just so much happier in the corner. When I stayed on the brakes, it wasn't happy. It would just act funny. The weight transfers weren't correct.
Awesome.
There.
Was the water a factor at all? It was just a little bit wet.
I got sideways a few times, and it was because of the water.
You
yes.
did get sideways?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't lose it? I didn't see
Nope,
it.
I didn't lose it. I got very sideways. One of the things specific to me is they say go slower to go faster. Of course, I'm at a track. What do you want to do? You want to drive the shit out of your car, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to do, and I needed to dial it back just a little bit.
Number two is don't overdrive the car.
Is Suburban Corvettes of Minnesota. They're a very knowledgeable group. The instructors really took me under their wing, along with everyone else here, and really gave me a very personalized, education on what I was doing wrong, what I can do better.
All right. Well, the itch is scratched. Do you think you'll be back?
I will definitely be back.
Awesome. Well, Sean, we appreciate your taking the time with us today. We very much appreciate your involvement in helping to make this event what it is and for taking the time. So thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, Ken, and thanks for doing this. I appreciate the promotion. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, you bet.